Beautiful day out here at the Region's tradition. It's the Pro-Am Day Wednesday as we get ready to tee things off. Of course, Nick Saban out on the course, and the media got a chance to talk to him earlier. And one thing that we've learned from Nick Saban is it seems like he always points to themes each year. And coming off the loss to Clemson, one theme that he's really pointing to is Atlanta, coming off that Super Bowl loss. That's something he kind of reiterates over and over and over again. How do you think this theme is playing into how he's coaching up his players and getting them ready for 2017?
Well, I think he's kind of trying to reinforce the fact that you can't take anything for granted, and the way that they lost the game against Clemson, they obviously lost the lead, didn't do the things normally that they've done, which is, possess the ball, control basically the terms of the game. And I think that that's what he's trying to emphasize with the players is, again, take back control, do what you need to do your job, and things will work out in the end.
And I think one thing he pointed out earlier this morning, he was at a speaking engagement for the Foundry, and what was interesting to me was that he said, we as humans aren't conditioned to be champions, we're conditioned to be survivors. And that was something that he kind of reiterated, that these players, like in the locker room, and they've gone 28 straight games with being not favored in every game, so they never were really put up against the grain and considered an underdog. And he said it's really hard to get players up for that. So one interesting thing that he also brought up was, just talking about their first opponent, Florida State. He was asked about that in the audience today, and the opponent being Florida State, being a tough opponent. Going into a game like that, he points to it being a positive, because if you're going to lose, you better lose early. What are your thoughts on them as an opponent and how he's getting them ready for that season opener?
Well, I think it's a great motivator for the team to have, a top 5 team probably that will be facing off against Alabama at the outset of the season. I mean, if you can't get motivated for that, then it's hard to believe that you're even playing for Nick Saban. So I think the fact that this game is so early in the schedule, first game out of the gate for Alabama, is a great thing for this team to be able to turn the page quickly, focus on a really quality opponent, and kind of get back to doing the things that Nick Saban again is preaching, and telling this team to to focus and not take things for granted. And this, you're not going to be able to take Florida State for granted in this game.
All right, great thoughts, Reiner Sabin. He's on the Alabama beat. I'm Lauren Sisler. Thank you so much for watching, and of course for all your Alabama Crimson Tide updates, you can visit us on AL.com.